Hello, my name is Rajiv Nalawadi, and welcome to Life's Magical Journeys YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about Matthew Reilly. So Matthew Reilly is a down under author, down under like from Australia. So we'll be talking about him today and his novels. So Matthew Reilly was born in Sydney, Australia, 1974. A prolific author, like known for his very fast-paced action thrillers. So his novels, they are very much like a setup of a cinematic action thriller. So the plots are very detailed action sequences, and with historical and scientific references, uh, and it's part of his historical themes that he mixes in that makes his novels very unique from the rest of them. And he's very popular in the action thriller genre. And he embarked on his writing career while studying law at the University of New South Wales. So, while uh, while he was studying and while growing up, he was not satisfied with the slow pace and the complexity of traditional thrillers. There was not too much action, so he wanted to write a kind of book which he wanted to read. So it's really packed with a lot of action if you read his novels. So this led to sort of the success of his first novel, Contest. And Contest actually was self-published by him, and it was flying off the bookstore bookshelves like in Australia. And Pan Macmillan happened to notice it. That's the publishing house, and they republished Contest after taking the rights for it. So, and that went on to become a bestseller, like a number one New York bestseller, right? That's how we kind of rate all the authors. So he's one of the number one New York Times best-selling author. So his imaginative storytelling, it has a lot of cinematic quality, as I mentioned earlier. So it sort of reads like an action-packed blockbuster movie, and it sort of reminds me of Ian Fleming, the way he used to write the James Bond action thrillers, like spy thrillers, right? They used to be very fast moving, and I loved reading them while I was growing up, reading his Ian Fleming books. So his books have been published into 20 languages and sold over 7.5 million copies, right? That is a lot. And he's one of Australia's successful authors. So Riley is also passionate about movie making and, and about movies as well, a hobby that he kind of puts in his novels as well, with his visual and dynamic approach to storytelling. So he also is with a lot of his readers through social and public appearances. So, along his enthusiasm for storytelling, he this has sort of made him very popular, and he has a very loyal following, especially in down under countries, Australia, and also internationally. So his journey from self-publishing his first novel to becoming an international bestseller is sort of a testament to his capabilities. So let's go and review one of his novels, Contest. This is the first one, as I mentioned. So as you can see, the setting, it says here from the author of Ice Station and Temple, but there is always republishing of the novels, right? As it, or reprints, I would say. Uh, and this is a reprint with that additional title up at the top. So, Contest is his first novel, and then came Ice Station and Temple and many other novels. So, Contest is an intergalactic competition set within the New York State Library. So that's where in the picture you saw the New York State, the iconic New York State Library. And story follows Stephen Swain, a radiologist from Earth, and he finds himself like transported to the New York Public Library to participate in the contest. So rather, Swain and his daughter are transported over to the New York Public Library. And it's a deadly competition that pits the representatives from seven different species across the universe against each other in a fight to death. So there is only one person that can come out alive. And the contest has been orchestrated by Karanadon, a highly advanced enigmatic race, and it is held in secret, so from the eyes of the general public. So the New York State Library also is sealed off and closed for some other reason, and that's when this competition sort of takes place. So with the library being sealed off, Swain and his young daughter Holly must navigate this building lined with bookshelves, of course, like in any library. So Swain must sort of outwit his alien competitors and fight for survival. And essentially, he has to use all the intelligence and all the limited resources that are available for him. And the unique aspect is the setting itself, right? Like the New York State Library, which has now been transformed into this arena where knowledge and savagery are kind of colliding with each other. So and Swain, along with his daughter, who is there is a lot of emotion tied in there, and it comes out when Matthew Reilly writes about it. And Swain encounters various alien contestants, each with their own strength and lethal abilities, right? And he realizes only way to protect his daughter is to win the contest, and only like the last standing person, or only one person can get out alive. Uh, so it's an intense action sequence with a lot of strategy that is involved, and how and what these strategies are with the sort of limited resources. It's a very interesting read. So the other novel for today is Ice Station. So this is set in the Antarctic, and Australia being close to the Antarctic rather than the Arctic, I think we can understand why the setting happens to be there, right? So in the remote icy expanse of Antarctica, Lieutenant Shane Schofield, or Scarecrow, he's a Marine who needs to lead his team on a mission. Like they need to secure a research station called Wilkes Ice Station. There is a distress signal that was sent out that is suggesting the discovery of an unknown metal that is buried deep within the ice, and it's presumed to be from an alien spacecraft. So anything alien, it's of importance, right? So we are all interested in finding out what it is and what its powers are and so on. So that's where Scarecrow or Shane and his team is dispatched. But upon arrival, the team and Shane soon discover like it's sort of a very perilous situation. The ice station is under attack by various special forces. There are teams from various countries, and they're all special forces, all vying to claim the mysterious artifact for their own governments and for their own purpose and benefit. So, and another interesting thing about Matthew Reilly's novels is basically his depicting depicting some of the European forces, like the special forces and the bad uh, elements in here are mostly European special forces. So they want to all claim this mysterious artifact for their own governments. So uh, it's a desperate fight for survival, not only against the elite soldiers, right, but also against the harsh, unforgiving environment of Antarctica itself, the ice sheet, and there is a lot of maze of ice tunnels that you need to fend off killer whales and combat traitors, as if the special forces that you're fighting against is not enough. You need to fight traitors within your own ranks and within your own team. And that's the that you get to experience in Matthew Reilly's novel. And there is detailed description. He's known for drawing pictures and diagrams, so you understand what he's talking about. So there is detailed description of military hardware and tactics. One of the author where I have seen depict a lot of the things that he's talking about in terms of pictures, in terms of pictures and diagrams. So the pace is relentless, and the Shane and his team, Schofield and his team, are facing insurmountable obstacles, one after another. And there is a memorable battle beneath the ice, and then also on top of the ice, and it's with special French special forces team. So that so very nice read. So I would encourage readers to pick up this. Uh, the next novel we'll talk about is Seven Ancient Wonders. And as you can see, that's the eye of the within the pyramid and so on. So one of the ancient wonders, right? So this is a movie. This is a novel that is about seven ancient wonders. So the story it centers on Captain Jack Jr. He's a former special forces soldier, and he's leading a diverse team of experts from various nations. So now it's a collaborative effort. So their mission is to locate the seven ancient wonders of the world, and we all know what they were, right? Seven ancient wonders. Use them for a legendary ritual that will prevent like a global catastrophe. So, according to an ancient text, every few thousands of years, a catastrophic event can be sort of averted or prevented by performing a specific ritual at a specific moment of time or a precise moment of time. And this kind of ritual needs to be performed by assembling pieces of the capstone. So which are hidden within each of the seven wonders. So this team now has to go and find what these individual pieces are in order to assemble them together, and they have to visit the ancient seven wonders. So Jack and his team are not the only ones in pursuit of the capstone. So there is fierce competition, of course, from other nations, each with their own teams and agendas. So the novel's antagonist, as I mentioned earlier, it's a coalition of European countries. So led by a ruthless and cunning leader who seeks to use the capstone for gaining the global dominance and by controlling all the power. So Jack West Jr. and his team journey to locations of the ancient world. So there are numerous booby traps, puzzles, and enemies. So each wonder presents its own set of challenges. So it sort of reads like an Indiana Jones kind of movie, or if Stephen Spielberg were to write an Indiana Jones kind of a script. And if you can read the script, this is what his novels read like. So it's very good read. So each wonder presents sort of its own set of challenges. The booby traps and the modern adversaries combined with the booby traps and with advanced technology, you're trying to tackle the ancient wonders. So that's what makes it interesting. So do go ahead and read this. It's a very good puzzle that gets assembled, and finally the capstone needs to be successful, right? And in order to avoid this global catastrophe. So that's it for today. Do subscribe to Life's Magical Journeys, and I hope to see you soon. Also, on the other socials, Facebook, Insta, and LinkedIn, do follow and like, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, and bye.